Hey everyone, and welcome to this executive level explainer. I am a digital marketing guide from SmartThoughts, a vendor-neutral software advisement firm for associations and nonprofits. We're really excited to have you with us today as we dig into a detailed, independent review of Joyn Association Management Software, or AMS.
Right out of the gate, I want to frame our discussion. Chances are you've already poked around the vendor websites, maybe sat through a slick demo, or read a quick AI-generated summary. Because of that, we're not going to just list off basic features today. Our goal is to help you understand the actual fit, the real trade-offs, and the massive decision implications. Think of this as targeted, impartial guidance to help your leadership team navigate this choice properly. It is definitely not a universal recommendation or a product pitch.
So, let's jump right into Joyn's true market position.
Who is this platform actually built for? Well, Joyn is incredibly intentional about its target audience. They aren't falling into that trap of trying to be everything to every massive, sprawling enterprise out there. Instead, it's purposely built for mid-sized associations looking to scale, nonprofits needing streamlined fundraising and volunteer management, and professional or industry associations that require serious tracking for things like certifications, continuing education, and industry standards.
And you can really see that focused identity reflected in this metric right here, 11 to 50. That's their estimated employee count, running alongside a really healthy 2.1-year median employee tenure. This tells us a lot about their core philosophy. Joyn isn't aiming to be the biggest vendor on the block. They want to be the finest. They are very much a boutique vendor, prioritizing dedicated, long-term client partnerships over rapid, generalized expansion.
All right, moving on to their core operational strengths.
What's really fascinating is how this boutique approach translates into day-to-day operational impact for your staff. First, they use an integrated suite called AMS Plus to consolidate all those disjointed tools, meaning things like continuing education and exhibit hall management are all brought under one roof. Second, they use a low-code environment, which is huge because your team isn't constantly relying on heavy IT support to tweak a workflow. And third, they offer incredible financial clarity. They can handle really complex fee structures, manage deferred revenue recognition, and cleanly separate your dues and non-dues revenue into distinct GL codes. That is a massive structural win for your finance team.
But let's pivot and talk about the trade-offs and realities.
As an executive, you know that every single capability comes with constraints, right? It always comes down to what you gain versus what you give up. With Joyn, you gain a highly customized setup with fantastic dedicated service. However, what you give up is easy passive validation. You aren't going to find them all over mainstream software review sites like G2 Crowd or Capterra. So, you're trading that easy scroll-through validation for the absolute necessity of doing your own rigorous independent reference checks to verify things like vendor maturity.
Which brings us to a really critical part of our chat: common evaluation pitfalls.
You have to ask yourself, where do demos create false confidence? You know exactly how it is. You sit back, watch a beautifully intuitive drag-and-drop demo, and it's so easy to just assume the platform will run itself on day one. Modern interfaces are great, but they can create a profound sense of false confidence.
And that's exactly where executives often trip up. They see an all-in-one modular design and mistake it for being ready out of the box. But a robust system like AMS Plus still requires immense strategic configuration to actually fit your unique workflows. Underestimating the implementation complexity and the sheer staff bandwidth needed to set up a low-code environment correctly is a major, major pitfall.
So how do we actually navigate your decision from here? To move from just passively researching to actively evaluating, I want you to take these 5 exact questions to your next leadership meeting. And don't try to answer them right away. Just let them guide you. Number 1, does a low-code environment actually align with the technical capacity your staff has right now? 2, how complex will it actually be to migrate your specific financial structures? 3, do you genuinely have the bandwidth to conduct those deep independent reference checks? 4, will this suite truly replace your current standalone tools without staff pushback? And finally, does the custom pricing you'll need to negotiate fit your long-term budget? Trust me, these questions will immediately expose your true operational readiness.
Look, AI and online research are fantastic tools. They can summarize features and show you market positioning all day long, but what they absolutely cannot do is tell you if these specific trade-offs are acceptable for your organization's culture or what your unique implementation is actually going to demand. Only a deep contextual evaluation can bridge that gap.
Ultimately, Joyn AMS is a fantastic, highly robust option for smaller to mid-sized associations looking for streamlined operations and a true boutique partnership. But as we've discussed today, fit is everything, and it depends entirely on your specific organizational context. To bridge that critical decision gap, give SmartThoughts a call at 817-523-9801 or visit www.smartthoughts.net to explore our AMS selection toolkit, use the vendor finder, or to schedule an impartial consultation. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer. I'll leave you with this final thought. What specific operational challenge is actually driving your search today? And are you truly prepared for the complex implementation it requires?